Education in Ghana has been taking a nosedive over the last decade. The West African Examination Council analysis of candidates who qualified to tertiary institutions in terms of those who passed with grades between A1 and C6 was 12.5% in 2006, 10.5% in 2007, 12.9% in 2008. In 2009, the percentage was 14.5%. 2011 was 26%. 2012 was 31%. In 2013, the percentage was 19%. In 2014, this figure went up to 28%. According to WAEC, over 7,000 candidates who sat for the exams in 2014 failed in all the subjects they wrote. Even for those who passed, 70% of them failed to meet the entry requirements for tertiary institutions.
Half of the population of this country involves young people, and we have to be able to make sure that we situate them in a way where we can see Ghana's future by looking at these kids and seeing what it is that they're doing. But what they see on the streets does not speak well at all of Ghana in terms of how we're going into the future. You know, young people who've dropped out of school or have failed out of the system and are peddling other people's cheap imports.
The reality is that while the debate continues, the future of several students hang in the balance. Completing senior high school without being able to progress to the tertiary level because of poor grades has become the bane of several senior high school students in Ghana today. Sadly, many of these students come from less endowed schools.
When I was doing common entrance, we had League A schools, and you chose one of the top League A schools as your first choice, and then you chose other schools as your second and third choice. So there's always been a league table of schools. One of the things that has always worried some of us is the fact that if you do not get an opportunity into an Ivy League school, then the chances of your getting into very suitable and noble professions gets curtailed.
In a lecture delivered by Dasibre Otibuating, Omanhene of the New Draben traditional area during the Golden Jubilee of the Commonwealth Hall of the University of Ghana in 2007, he established that there are studies that show that progression to higher levels of the educational system depends to a considerable extent not only the innate ability, but also the type of school a person attends, as well as the financial resourcefulness of parents. This underscores the view that there is inequality in education in Ghana. Depending on the school you attend, you stand a better chance at progressing to the next level. Because of this, parents scramble for better endowed schools for their wards each year during the computerized schools placement. Many eventually reject the schools they are allotted. But what if there was a way to even out the inequalities?
These days with the internet, we have no excuse to fail because the best practices are all around us.
This is what the Internet StudyMate has come to do. The Internet StudyMate is an online educational portal where all senior high school students and schools are housed on one common platform to share ideas, information, knowledge, experiences, notes, and many other study materials.
When I was introduced to this project, I jumped. Because earlier on, I had gone to Tumfor to discuss the Tumfor Educational Fund. And what I was saying was that, you know, there are top schools in Ashanti. Let them baby other schools so that Premier College has 10 other small schools, Upogora has 10 other small schools, Ahmadiyya has got 10 other small schools, St. Monica, St. Louis, Das Antoine, you know, and they do everything together and create a residential system for their teachers so that they eventually begin to learning methodologies together. If we did that, and they did, let's say, first and second term exams together, then somebody from a lesser school sees themselves grow and beat people in the Ivy League schools. That is, for me, an equity issue. And unfortunately, that didn't happen. But I'm glad that using this internet platform, we're able to do it. And I believe that this is the way to go.
Then it means that the competition will be at the same base to start with. And then everyone will be having the same opportunity to also improve on himself or herself. And there won't be any competition as to which is a grade A school and which is a grade B school, because we are all at the same level.
If a school happens to be located in say Region A, District B, and the local area C, which may not necessarily be all that advantaged because of the number of resource persons in terms of quality teachers around. As a result of this program, students in those disadvantaged schools can easily access information that is available to the grade A schools.
The University of Ghana at one stage felt that they would allow students to come and do science and then on an even platform after their level 100 exams, pick students into medical school. They did it for some time, but they've changed it again. So you need to create a system that gives as even a platform as possible. You cannot make an error at BECE and have to face that error forever. This offers the opportunity where somebody in a BBMI secondary school, for example, studies with somebody in PRESEC, in Accra Academy, in Prempeh College, in Opokuware, and by so doing, and also being taught by the best in almost every subject through the added platform of teacher education, then you get the advantage of both sharing and studying with people in the Ivy League schools and also learning from the teachers in the Ivy League schools. And I can't see anything that can at least attempt an equilibration of our system than this project.
The Internet StudyMate has assembled relevant players in Ghana's educational sector to bring their experiences to bear in helping to curtail the low performance of students at the senior high school level. The program, which was started in 2012, has been piloted in 20 schools in the Greater Accra region and Huni Valley Senior High School in Takwa in the Western region. Within this period, it has improved significantly the academic performance of students.
ISM broadens our scope or our knowledge on what is being taught in class. And it's also an exciting way of learning, like how we students like to use the internet a lot. It's an exciting way of making students learn.
Through ISM, I've been able to share my ideas with friends and colleagues from other schools so that you can also teach me or I can also teach them what we have learned so far. And it has also helped me to realize my mistakes and also teach me how to use the internet properly.
It is like combining heads. You don't just have your head, but you have heads from other schools like O'Reilly Girls, Accra Girls, and so on. Now with that team power, these people post threads on information that you may need. And when they post on this thread, they don't just post it from maybe the Ghanaian perspective, but they do the research that is needed in order to post these threads. So when you read them, you get more enlightened onto what subjects you are looking for, and you have a better chance at answering questions than maybe just a normal person who just read the Ghanaian textbooks. When you come on the ISM program, it's as much as people research and bring in foreign things, it is much more Ghanaian standard. So with that, you get to gain more understanding and you're able to deliver more.
ISM believes that authors of books for senior high schools play a critical role in the education of these students. As such, has assembled seasoned authors of various subjects at the senior secondary level in order to have students from both well-endowed and less endowed schools benefit from their sufficient knowledge and many years of teaching experience on the Internet StudyMate platform.
My name is William Ajapong Kwetu, author of Ultimate Chemistry, which you call COF series. I am part of Internet StudyMate, which has been created purposely for you to help in your further studies. I have been selected to be a tutor on chemistry on this platform.
The rest include Akron series, Mosaic Geography, Terror series, and the popular Apogalo. These authors have been connected to the Internet StudyMate platform to give students the added advantage of being taught by the authors whose books they use. This gives the students the learning opportunity to seek clarification on concepts and answers that might not be clear in the author's book. These seasoned authors will further have their tutored lectures on the ISM platform to supplement teaching in schools.
I am Paul Atakra, also known as Atake, the author of Atake Physics books. there is this special program on the internet known as the Internet Study Mate, ISM for short. It's an educational program, a program designed on the internet where students can visit and have a live tuition on topics on the various subjects.
With the Internet Study Mate, a student in Wichau in the Upper East region can share the same notes with his or her colleagues all over the country. The two students can have access to same teachers through the use of live classroom lessons. The live classroom lessons, well-renowned teachers from different schools who teach the most difficult topics that students are afraid of.
It's bridging the gap. And I'll stress again that it's bridging the gap, because where somebody believes that he's in an environment where these things are not there, he gets the opportunity to share ideas with somebody in an institution where these things are. We're not talking about only class hours. We're talking about even during the holidays. These students can access the thing. So instead of engaging yourself in all other things, you could have a situation where the people will use the connectivity they have, holidays, and they'll be talking, they'll be learning. And these students will rather not engage themselves in frivolous activities.
Like the students were telling me, but for the Internet Study Mate, they've never had that experience. We are locked up in our corner here, we don't hear anything. And yet the schools are divided into well-endowed and less endowed, and we have always been among the less endowed. And if there is a platform that will be able to synchronize activities, then there will be no privilege of other schools over others.
Instead of the limited schools that share knowledge and notes and tutorials and so on, now it will be involving all of them. So that schools, other schools, both the endowed and less endowed, will all have the advantage of benefiting. And as I said, when it is broadened, then you have the choice. You have the comparison will also be broader. And I think that will be one of the best things that will ever happen to the educational system.
Wisdom is not reposed in one person, and with educational resources spread all over, the beauty of it is that you are tapping from all angles, and even students from very remote areas of the country would be able to access information from certain schools that are considered to be top schools or A schools.
In the general arts class, I offer economics, geography. I go on the platform to answer questions pertaining to the subjects that I'm offering. So with this, it gave me more in contact with the less, with those endowed school, because they also bring their questions on the platform. So you in the less endowed school, you also try to solve, you find out the percentage, you also try to learn from that place. So for now, we think the world endowed school, we are all in the same platform with them.
It makes you know a lot about like other subjects that you don't know. Like in your own course, you can also, if you go onto the platform, you can also get to know other questions which are not being taught in your school.
Sometimes when the teacher teaches in class, the process or the method that the teacher will use, you see that at the end of the day, although I'll get to understand, but not all that, I will not be satisfied with the understanding that I'll get. So due to this, I have no choice than to connect to the platform and also get information from what other schools and other tutors have also been uploaded into the platform.
ISM makes it possible for students to assess themselves from the ISM question bank. There are end-of-term questions from every school in Ghana on the platform, so a student from BPNE Senior High School can have access to questions from Wesley Girls High School. This helps the student to evaluate his or her performance based on what her peers are doing elsewhere, as well as access schools' end-of-term past questions from every school in Ghana.
When I log on to ISM, I normally take assessments. There's a part called assessment, where I take tests and exams from different schools and assess myself. I also join study mates who also share ideas concerning the subjects being taught in school. Also, I join study groups where questions on subject areas in schools are posed to we those who have logged and signed on to ISM.
I wanted the whole world to know what ISM has done in my life. As I wrote earlier, I was in the first 20 when I came to the school, but now I can boldly say I'm among the first 5. And this is what ISM has done to me. It has really changed me. I was a really lazy student. I really didn't like learning. But now, because of the things I saw there and the notes, the questions, it really helped me. Now I'm into learning and I'm okay.
Every student in senior high schools in Ghana will now have the opportunity to take a quiz from a seasoned author on the platform. This will form part of a continuous assessment from the authors.
I am Peter Asibi, the author of Akula Series Core Mathematics Textbook. I am on this platform.
Again, all past WASI questions can be found on the platform.
I've been on the ISM platform for about a year now, and it has helped me a lot. Getting questions to write for the WASI can be difficult sometimes, so the ISM platform has helped me to get questions on different subjects so that I'll be able to write the WASI. It has helped me a lot.
Yeah, if somebody can be at O'Reilly and can still access the past questions of, let's say, Alisco, students who are also schooling at Alisco, their past questions, or Wesley Girls' past questions, or any of these grade A schools, well, then that child will not so much feel intimidated, feel so inferior. We'll also let them know that, well, especially if that student assesses that question and is able to answer them. And then it means that the student can also say, without certainty, that they too are good.
So ISM is very good because in my school, like this, when the teachers see you maybe Facebooking, they really get bored. But when you log on into ISM, they'll be very happy and they'll be encouraging you to go there. And this alone makes you feel okay. So because you do things that the teachers like, you tend to go there and be doing things that they like and answering questions. When they see you, maybe they will clap for you or they'll say, well done, keep the good job up.
In 2014, the Internet Study Meet awarded several students and institutions for their sterling performance and usage of the platform. Rodalyn Abedi-Otu was adjudged the overall best student. As of now, ISM is building the biggest online repository of questions so that students can continuously assess themselves. ISM is a call to rescue a dire situation.
The gap that we've been talking about, these well-endowed schools, less endowed, for, I told you, for the want of a better word, schools that are seen and perceived to be doing well, we have realized that the Internet Study Meet program that has been instituted would help to bridge the gap, because a student is open to whatever is happening in another school through the program. And whatever may be being taught in one school, the candidates or the students that are there can share with their colleagues that are in the, what we will normally say, deprived schools. So that bridges the gap. And any consensus student who is well versed and would be prepared to learn can easily make it. And I think that that's why I personally have endorsed the program and would think that everybody should be hooked to it.
You know that you're going to benefit. You know that if you want to go to law school, if you want to go to medical school, if you want to go to school of pharmacy, if you want to go to any of the professional programs, you know that with ISM, you will have an opportunity to do that. That is the beauty of it.
The success story has been very phenomenal. We've seen what the program is all about. It has brought schools hitherto who did not have the opportunity to get the type of teaching they will get from other so-called grade A schools. And I believe it's a program worth looking at.
With that system, you can bridge that gap. The students are using not only in the school, because it's a day school, when they go to their house, even if they have their own tablet or computers, they can still access the program.
It's good. It's good. And it's good we push students into it. Yes. It's helping students to do better. It's helping students to be confident. It's helping students to access information from various angles. It's helping students to assess their teachers, and it's helping students to also assess themselves.
With the Internet StudyMate program, every child, regardless of where he or she is born, will have access to the same level of quality education. With ISM, students meet, connect, share, collaborate, and study.